What is alternative investment fund? Anything which is alternative to the traditional form of investment, that is alternative investment fund. So traditional form of investment means investment into the stock, investment into the bonds, investment into the bank FD, or investment into the real estate. So that is a traditional form. So if investment is not being made into any traditional investment, that is alternative traditional investment. But how do you identify it, that which investment fund is alternative investment fund? How do you identify? So for identifying, such fund has to be registered or defined in the regulation of the SEBI, which were given in 2012. So SEBI has given some regulation. Based upon this regulation, such fund can be identified. Please mute yourself. I can hear the noise of someone. So it includes venture capital fund. It can include hedge fund. Hedge fund means those fund who provide the facility to hedge the risk of foreign exchange rate fluctuation, right? So there are a lot of businesses who are dealing in the foreign currency because of foreign investment, or maybe they are doing business from the foreign countries. So in all these cases, there is always a risk of change in the foreign exchange value, and because of that change in the foreign exchange value, there is always the chances of having some losses. So these hedge fund are basically those fund who decrease the losses, and similarly the risk can also rise when the investment is made into the equity stock market. So those kind of risks are also hedged. Then private equity investment, debt fund, infrastructure fund, it excludes. So what is not alternative investment fund? The mutual fund, collective investment scheme. Collective investment scheme means where the people are investing in a single scheme on a large scale. Family trust, employee stock option scheme. So employee stock option scheme means where the companies are providing the option to their own employees to buy its own shares. So for example, Infosys says that those employees who have been working for a long time in the Infosys, they will be given the shares if they continue working for the next 10 years. So Infosys will give them option that you buy these shares, and if you continue working in the Infosys company for next 10 years, then you can convert your option into the shares, right? So that is a kind of extra compensation and extra incentive which is given to the employees of a company. So this is the employee stock option scheme. Employee welfare trust, gratuity trust, holding companies within the meaning of section 4 of the Companies Act 1956, right? So you do not need to remember all of these technical details, because that level of question should not be asked. Now there are 3 categories of the AIF. You should know about this. So first category of the AIF is that they have a positive spillover on the economy and may get concessions from the regulator and pass through taxation, right? Pass through taxation. So what is the meaning of pass through taxation? You should understand this. So suppose this is a fund and it is earning a income. Suppose the income is 100 lakh rupees. On this income, if suppose this fund is a company, it is registered itself as a company, there will be tax of 30%. So it is supposed to pay 30 lakh of income tax on the profit, right? However, this fund is distributing, the purpose of this fund is basically to distribute this 100 lakh rupees to the investors, right? So one way can be that government will take the tax from fund itself. The government will charge 30% on 100 lakh rupees over here only. So this means there is no pass through taxation, right? So when the tax on the income is being given by the fund only, this means this is not tax, this is not pass through taxation. And if the government says that okay, we will not charge 30% tax from you here, you can distribute your 100 lakh rupees to your investor. Suppose 2 lakh rupees to one investor, 3 lakh rupees to one investor, 1 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, 15 lakh rupees, and so on, right? So you can distribute your income to the investor, because ultimately the income belongs to the investor. मालिक तो इन्वेस्टर ही है ना, उनकी इनकम है तो उनको हम बांट दो, और हम इन्वेस्टर्स पर टैक्स लेंगे. We will collect the income tax from these investor, right? So in this case, what is the benefit? In this case, the investors will be benefited. Why? Because for the investors, the income up to 2.5 lakh rupees is tax free, है ना? इनकम टैक्स में होता है ना, इनकम टैक्स में we have a slab system. So because of the slab system, certain level of income is tax free, that is 2.5 lakh rupees. So those people whose income is very very less, for 2 lakh rupees, 1 lakh rupees, they are not supposed to pay any tax. And those people whose income is high, they are also supposed to pay 20% or 10%, depending upon which slab they are falling in, right? So the tax burden on the investor is comparatively low as compared to the fund. In case of fund, there is a flat rate of 30%, but in case of investor, it can range between 0% to 30%, depending upon the other income of the investor, depending upon the financial status of the investor, right? So this pass through, this distribution of the income without charging tax on the fund and the investor paying the tax is basically called pass through taxation, right? So in case of pass through taxation, the fund will not pay the tax, but the investor will pay the tax, right? In case of no pass through, the fund will pay the tax and investors will not pay the tax. Overall, pass through is beneficial to the investor, beneficial for the investors, right? So pass through is basically kind of incentive which the government can give to any kind of funder, right? So this is about the pass through taxation thing. So take few seconds and note it down. जो भी मैंने एग्जाम्पल दिया, प्लीज नोट डाउन इन योर नोट्स सो दैट यू कैन रिवाइज लेटर ऑन. So please write down at least this slide, pass through and not pass through. Okay, now let us go back to the study material, right? So category 1, they have a positive spillover and there is a facility of pass-through taxation. That means investor is taxed, not the fund, right? Example is venture fund, social venture fund, infrastructure fund. So these are the funds which are promoting, this venture fund is promoting startup, social venture fund is promoting the social cause, and infrastructure fund is promoting the infrastructure sector. Category 2, they do not get any tax concession. They cannot raise the debt for investment purposes, but can do so to meet their day-to-day operation requirement, and they get the benefit of pass-through taxation. They include private equity fund, they include real estate fund, they include debt fund. Category 3, they are traded to make short-term returns, and there is no pass-through taxation. So here you can see that fund is taxed, investor is tax-free, tax exempt. So hedge funds are the example of the category 3. So these are the 3 categories of the alternative investment fund. Then pass-through tax I have already discussed with you. Now next is the concept of participatory notes. So who will tell me about the participatory notes?